The beetle armor or the bird armor?
The beetle armor.
Guys, I did it.
No.
I'm so proud of you.
Dragon has now less mercenary status. Yay!
Yes. Only
So
took an
Dragon,
update that
let
allowed
me
the
ask,
light
did
levels to
that
go
all
higher.
make sense?
Huh?
Did that all make sense, what we did?
Huh? Oh yeah, I just shoot, tether, put thing in thing, shoot. Let you guys do the part
you
that
really
I had no
know
idea
how
you
to
were
break
doing.
it down to like the most rudimentary thing. Like I did A, shot B, press C, I got
Yeah,
rewards.
so how it goes is I go to the spot where you yell quick defend at void and I go okay. I shove my little Rubik's cube in there and then I defend shit.
God.
Oh, you think that's funny?
Then everyone goes, okay, I'm gonna shoot left, right, and center, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep shooting other things, and then you do it, and then I pick up one of the Rubik's cubes, I shoot him in the head, dodging giant spherical triangles, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, and then eventually he closes his mind palace, and I have to worry about
The more you speak, the more I imagine this is like a dream in an autistic child's head, and it's just beautiful.
Sven, remember how he described the Leviathan Raid. Dragon,
I'm
explain.
not done yet, by the way.
Okay, keep going.
So after the Mind Palace, then he goes into
I'm not done yet.
Transformer mode, where he puts little platforms, and everybody else knows what they're doing, and I'm just running around shooting him in the head, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
He's transforming.
And then I go back to my positions, and everyone's like, good job, buddy, and I'm like, yeah, I did it. And then we do it 3 more times.
Instant gratification.
Dragon, explain to everyone how you do the dogs in the Leviathan Raid.
Okay, so first off, you need to name all the dogs. So each person gets a dog, and you have to vigorously pet your puppies, because you don't kill them, because PETA will be on me if I say we're going to kill a bunch of dogs. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to pet them with weaponry of cuddle destruction. And when you do is each person gets they name their puppy, and you have to make sure that's your puppy. If it's like front right, front left, middle left, the back is right, the back is left. Everyone gets a puppy. Yes.
The back is good Christ.
Everyone gets a puppy, and everyone gets to name it. And then what you do is you play Don't Wake Daddy, and you don't want to wake the puppies, even though they're awake and roaming around, but they're just sleepwalking. And so you have to like get your Cocoa Puffs, and you have to power up your Cocoa Puffs so that you get extra Cocoa Puff petting power. And as long as you don't get caught, you get a lot of Cocoa Puff power. And then what you do is each person runs back to their puppy and just pets the living daylights out of him. And if you get enough Cocoa Puff powers, he gets adopted, and you're done.
You are the most beautiful idiot I've ever heard.
And you're done.
What do you mean? It makes total sense to me.
It doesn't also make sense that when you guys ask that fucking question of, hey, Zen, what's your dog? My go-to is always Clifford the big red douche. And every time I kill him, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I killed Clifford. Oh my god.
I had no, he got adopted, you son of a...
Yes, they're
adopted.
they're never killed. They're either adopted or they're so glad that they got so much petting that they just simply go to sleep.
Yeah. Forever.
Forever.
Oh my god.
And if you gotta name yours like Scrongle Pants is a good name for a dog.
Yep.
Hairy Chin, as some people like to call it, Fucky the Fuckface. That's just not as good.
Who would have known Fucky the Fuckface wasn't that great?
Scruffums is always a good one.
Backdoor.
Yeah, Backdoor. Alanis Morris. That's a really awkward and specific one.
Chinese menu item number 2.
Yeah, and then there was
They're not cats.
RuPaul. I think I named one of my dogs once.
RuPaul.
It's gotta be special to you, you know.
Welcome to the guys from Space Canada. We are very, very
Fucking hell.
odd.
The best one is when you have to do the Running Man. So what happens is that you watch the Running Man, and the developers of Destiny said, yeah, we could definitely make this part of our raid. So they said, okay, you have to play fucking pachinko first, and you got to shoot some shit in order, and you got to jump around, because that's how Destiny does shit. You do some jumping, you kill some guys, and one person stands on a plate, another guy punches this motherfucker in the mouth, while another one of your friends is playing the Running Man, and he's jumping over shit, dodging shit, and then he's got little, if the other outside people don't jump on the plate and punch a motherfucker, he can't progress in the show The Running Man, because clearly he didn't get enough votes, or if you're a fan of Hunger Games, he didn't get any extra presents from rich people like Donald Sutherland. And if you continue to go through it, you do that process, and they get to the end of The Running Man, and they get to live another day. But then you have to do the whole process another 2 times in order to fill up some goblets of fire. After you've filled up all the goblets of fire, then everybody has to do the Running Man. But this time it's no holds barred Carmageddon, and everyone's got to go through these lit up holes, like it's like fucking like Connect 4, but like with like lights. And then
You mean Connect 3.
whatever. And then you go through your lights, you try to make it to the end, and you turn your goblets of fire into a chest, and you're done. That's how the Running Man works. It's fun.
What about the pools?
The pools? Okay, so you are in Flint, Michigan, and it's pretty shitty water here. Still haven't fixed it 4 years later. It's kind of disturbing that we can't get let out of water here in the United States. Probably should get on that. But anyway, back to the poop water. The poop water, if you step in, it's not good for you. It's kind of bad. It makes you all sick, and makes you not feel good. But you get this Brita filter, and you can carry the Brita filter, and you can step in the poop water all you want because you have a Brita filter. And what you have to do is you have to trade off the Brita filter, and then some motherfucker in a diaper shows up, and you gotta kill him, and you have to pull the drains out of the bathtub. By standing on the plates and passing around a Brita filter. Then eventually you all run to the center, and there's these fucking pendulums from a clock that you got to shoot. And then once you shoot the pendulums on the clock, if you don't shoot them fast enough, you got to deal with fucking bathwater baby again and the platforms. And at the end of all of this, the poop water is still poopy, and all you do is get a chest. It's kind of really anticlimactic.
Surprisingly, he doesn't have an explanation for Callus because he's only completed Callus once.
My explanation is this is big motherfucker with a goblet. Motherfucker with a goblet is the guy you've been trying to get to the whole time.
It's hedonism bot, remember?
Yeah, it's hedonism bot, and hedonism bot really likes his wine. And he's a pretty big motherfucker, so I'm thinking he drinks caskets per glass, which is pretty impressive, because caskets are pretty big. So he's drinking, and you're like, you know what, I wonder if I can tip over his fucking glass if he'll be happy with that. He isn't. What happens is then he sends all of his fucking like broskies from the fucking fraternity to fuck you up, and then you just you go to town on him. And after you go to town on him, he claps his hands, and 3 of your friends get like sucked into the police station, and they've got to play fucking don't rat out your friends, but this time they have to shoot orbs because they're on LSD. And the other people outside are wondering why their friends have been taken to the police, but they're not going to question anything because more frat boys are there, and you gotta fucking kill them. And you hear your friends' disembodied voices yelling fucking symbols, and you're like, I guess I'll shoot these symbols or something, or stand on them. And you do it, and then he unclaps, and everyone's back, and he's really confused, so he starts finger banging all these points on the map, and you have to, as a group, dodge his finger bangs while shooting him in the fucking gut or the face, whichever is more unpleasant to him at the time. And then he turns into a fucking cyborg, and he becomes the Fat Terminator, and you have to dodge Fat Terminator. And he does the same thing. The police show up again, and everyone's on LSD, and then at the end you find out that Fat Man drinking wine was drinking Robo Wine, and he's really not the Fat Man you were looking for, nor was it was more of the droid you were looking for. And then he gives you a chest and says, congratulations, you've done the raid. And you're like, you know what, the other raids made more sense than this.